Hello, my name is Jeff Nichols, and today I'll be giving an explanation to Excel's time function. Microsoft Excel's time function is best used to combine hours, minutes, and seconds. This can provide valuable information for time cards and other recording needs. Over the course of this presentation, I'll give a brief overview on the purpose of the time function and how you can use the time function within Excel. So you might be asking yourself, what is the purpose to using Excel's time function? By definition, the time function returns to us the decimated number for a particular time. This means that in an example, if you had 3 separate cells, one with 2, one with 3, and one with 10, the time function will provide us with 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 10 seconds. That moves us on to our next point, which is breaking it down into a little more detail into the syntax of the function, which is time, which consists of hours, minutes, and seconds. Hour is a number from 0 to 23, representing the number of hours in a day. Minute is a number between 0 and 59, representing the number of minutes within each hour, and second is a number from 0 to 59, recording each second within 1 minute. By using the time function, it gives us valuable information that can be easily used for recording time cards, as I previously stated. Now let's jump into an example. Before getting ahead of ourselves, we must first learn how to activate the time function within Excel. To do this, you can click any cell on your worksheet and begin typing equals time. When the time function appears, click Tab to activate the function. The alternative way to activate the function is by going to the top page, clicking Function, typing in time, and clicking Select to activate the function. As you're activating the function, the image on the screen should relate to what you're doing. As we type with equals time, the time function appeared, and the next step would be clicking Tab to activate the function. Now that we've learned how to activate the function, we can finally move on to an example of an employee time card. On the screen, we are given an example of an employee's time card over a 3-day span. He is asked to record how many hours he works, how many minutes he works, and how many seconds. The job of the employer is to add up the time from all 3 of these days in order to pay the employee. The easiest way to do this is by activating the time function within Excel. We must begin by beginning the function in cells E5 to find the exact time he worked between cells B5, C5, and D5. Upon activating the formula in cell E5, we can then select the hours he worked in cells B5, the minutes worked in cell C5, and then ultimately the seconds he worked in D5. Click Enter to find the amount of time he actually worked during that period. After clicking Enter, it's just as easy as using the Fill tool to drag the formula down through cells E6 and E7 to complete the time card. Now that the time card is completed, it is easy to see how many hours need to be paid per period to this employee. At this point, you may think it would just be easier to use the sum function to add up the total number of hours, minutes, and seconds the employee worked for this period. But the truth of the matter is, we only did a 3-day period in this example. If you're paying an employee over the course of 15 days, or even an entire month, it gets much more complicated. Another advantage of using the time function is it breaks down how much the employee is actually working per day, not how much he is working per period. At that, I hope that you all feel comfortable being able to go out and use the time function in your own work, and that you'll feel more comfortable using Excel functions in general. Thank you for watching this presentation.